Welcome to Greg Hansen's Video Notebook. I am star sports producer Justin Spears. Ryan Finley is out sick, got that flu, unfortunately. Our best wishes out to Ryan Finley and hope he has a speedy recovery. Greg, today is National Signing Day. When you were my age, did you ever think that this day would become the way it is right now?
Little by little it happened, evolved over the years until it's a big deal, especially if you're at a football school. Can you imagine what it's like today at Alabama or Texas? It's not like that here. Arizona didn't have a press conference today. First time ever. Probably going back to the 1960s. So,
what does that say about Arizona?
I think it says they're going to get their message out on social media. What else could it mean?
Arizona got two quarterbacks, one of them being dual threat, local quarterback Jamarye Joiner, and then they just had a commit Gatorade Player of the Year from Washington, D.C., Kevin Doyle. Two completely different quarterbacks. Doyle's a pocket passer versus a dual threat. I mean, Noel Mazzoni has worked with both styles of quarterbacks. What could this mean for Arizona in the future?
I think Noel Mazzoni is more of an arm guy than a legs guy.
Yeah.
With Brett Hundley at UCLA, he didn't really use his legs a lot. So I think maybe they're looking for a guy who's more pro style, don't you think?
Yeah, absolutely. And what my thing is, and I talked to Joiner today, is he said that he thinks that his skill set could really make him fight for a starting job if it came down to him in the post-Khalil Tate era. Whether it's you have Joiner, you're going to have Doyle, and whoever comes along, or even Corey Lane, who's currently on the roster now. Is Joiner the real deal?
Athletically, yeah. I think he could play safety or cornerback right now, maybe even receiver. And you've seen him play a lot. I don't think he's a passer at the Pac-12 level. Wow. Maybe even the Mountain West level. Do you?
I mean, he's kind of shown it flashes. Because there was a couple times where I would see him overthrow a receiver, and then in the back of my head think, okay, well, if he was throwing to a college receiver, they might be able to make that catch. So maybe it was a point where he was maybe too advanced for his receivers, but at the same time, you got to be able to have that nice touch if you want to show that you're capable of being a passer at the next level.
Your accuracy has to be so good now. It's almost like an NFL quarterback 20 years ago or 15 years ago. You have to come into college with that right away, or you're not going to get on the field. That's the big thing with Jamarye, isn't it?
And I think with Jamarye, it's an interesting situation because there's been a few local prospects that have come to Arizona that have had a lot of hype, but that didn't really turn out the way they did. Cam Denson being one of them. Adam Hall was starting to get to that point, but then all of a sudden that knee injury just totally. So, I mean, are we going to expect Jamarye to have an effect at Arizona? Are we expecting him to? I'm not saying he's going to be a Kadeem Carey because being an All-American from Tucson happens once every couple decades. But is he going to be effective in some way?
Well, you sure hope so. Just because. He's such a talent. How often does a guy like this come along in Tucson, as you said?
Yeah.
Cam Denson probably was as talented, I thought, coming in, and they got virtually nothing out of him. Adam Hall was a first-team high school All-American.
Yeah.
I mean, when I saw him play high school football, I thought, wow, an NFL player. And
all of a sudden, just gone. With National Signing Day, and I want to hear your perspective from this, there was a kid from Florida who decided to stay home and play for Florida with his mom sitting next to him wearing an Alabama sweatshirt and a Tennessee hat. And when he decided he was going to go to the Gators, his mom just said, I'm out.
No way.
And just walked out.
I like now that I'm taking my time for the next 3 to 4 years.
So, Jacob, you're going to Florida.
Are parents too crazy nowadays with their kids' college decision?
There are, semi-LeVar ball people all over.
Big ballers.
But I don't think that's a minority, small minority.
Sure. All right, Greg. Just before we let you go, if you had 3 hats picked out,
yeah,
we'll go ahead and put Arizona, Stanford, and Washington. If you had to play for Sumlin, Chris Peterson, or David Shaw.
Oh, David Shaw.
David Shaw.
Wouldn't even think twice about it.
Wow.
Plus, you don't want to live in the rain, in the drizzle. And Sumlin, you know, that would be a good second choice.
The indoor practice facility.
Yeah.
That's very attractive.
It looks good, too.
You know? Okay. Well, Greg Hansen's going to Stanford. Go Cardinals.
Did they retire John Elway's number 7? Because I want to wear 7.
Okay.
So maybe I'll have to get Elway to.
What's the reason for 7? Because
Mickey Mantle. Yeah.
Okay. Greg Hansen going to play at Stanford. Wear number 7 position. What position?
Water boy.
Water boy?
Yeah.
You're a 5-star safety in my eyes, Greg.
I intercepted a pass in a JV game once.
Pick 6?
It should have been.
All right, for Greg, I'm Justin. We'll see you next time.